sound outside the room, maybe within the room. Now feeling yourself within the room, maybe points of contact with the floor, temperature of the air on the skin. And just notice those sounds around you. Feeling yourself in the middle of those sounds, in the middle of the sensation of the temperature of the air. If the shape that you're in allows for it, maybe bring a hand to the low belly and a hand to the heart. Feel the hands move as you breathe. And feel the hands moving through the room that you're in. Feeling as though you're becoming one with the room. Maybe noticing the beating of your heart in your hand. And in the essence of our loving kindness meditation, bringing to mind someone that you love. Maybe feel their heart beating as one with yours. Maybe say to them, Namaste. And then maybe saying to them, I see what is holy in you. I see what is noble in you. I see what is beautiful in you. I love and respect you without conditions. The light in you shines brightly. And exhale. And now feel them in this room beside you and with you. Let's chant Om a single time together. We'll breathe in and out, and then we'll breathe in for Om. Let's inhale. And exhale. Inhaling for Om. Now we'll gently come to a seated position here on your back or here on your belly or wherever you are. You can stay where you are if you want. Let's bring the legs long on the mat. The sits bones can be grounded, or if you want, I can bring you another blanket, but you can just fold the blanket, maybe put it under the sits bones. We'll come into our caterpillar pose. If you have the sits bones elevated, sometimes you might notice that you can fold over just with a little bit more of a tilt in the pelvis. You can fold over and feel it in a different area of the body. So maybe just fold over into your caterpillar. See how that feels. And then if you want to try it with a blanket underneath the sits bones, try that and just see which one you might prefer, of course. And exhaling to drop into your caterpillar. To drop even more into the space of the room that we're in. Maybe allowing yourself to become one with the room. Maybe our energies kind of melding together, supporting each other. Letting out a sigh anywhere along the way. Breathing in deeply. Sometimes it's nice to let out the breath and little just these tools in the toolbox, right? Really noticing the elevation of the lungs or the heart as you breathe, the elevation of shoulders. And see if you can direct the breath into the belly. So maybe you kind of feel the expansion of the waistband. And see if you can move from a shoulder raise to a belly kind of out. Just dropping that breath from the shoulders down to the belly. Maybe feeling the breath all the way around the body, the sides, the back, belly. Giving our nervous system a little support in down regulating. Letting the chin just hang. Maybe you offer a gentle sway to side with the head. And then letting that motion become smaller and smaller until the head becomes still. And see if the face can soften here. Or perhaps it's parallel with the floor. Letting gravity just draw the cheeks, the lips down towards the earth. Oh. Oh. Giving a little boost to the immune system here by accessing the kidneys in the back of the body just in time for maybe a big trip or a long flight. Maybe noticing the lungs housed so carefully behind the ribs. Maybe you feel the lungs fill with air. And allow that air to just sweep through and dust off any grief that might be hiding out at the tippy top of the very bottom of the lungs, side walls, letting the breath cleanse you. Oh. And then just slowly inching those shoulders back over the hips. When you get that chin up, the shoulders up, just kind of lean into one side. You can bring one foot to the ground as you draw that blanket up underneath the sits bones if you had it there. And maybe roll over to one side and gently log roll to your side and then to the back. And find that rebound. Our first rebound of our class, of our time. Let the breath go. Oh. Good, guys. Let's bring some awareness to the soles of the feet and just feel the energy draw up the soles, the leg bones, through the knees, to the hips, to the shoulders, and down to the palms. Exhale. Let the breath go one more time. Now let's exhale to draw the knees to the chest. Bring a low back to the earth and then find a happy baby. Maybe it's big toes or peace fingers on the big toes or hands on the outside of the foot. You know, you guys, the elbows could be on the inside of the knees. They could be on the outside of the knees. The legs could be more straight than bent. Kind of see what shape of happy baby works for you. Oh, yeah, and those heels can be more towards the glutes versus parallel to the ceiling. It's just kind of dropping into where you want to feel the shape. It's probably on the back of the legs. Let's gather our energies here to this shape. Visualize that person that we brought into our space earlier and say to them, namaste, namaste, namaste. Connecting with their energy, and perhaps they too will benefit in the same way as we are from this shape, just by bringing their energy and their face, their spirit into our presence. The back of the body and the floor to be breathing into the back of the lungs, the low back. And just noticing the back of the body press down as we breathe. Feeling the mind-body connection, the breath affecting the body. Oh. Maybe bringing awareness to the contact, the hands and the feet. Nice job, guys. Inhaling and exhaling 10. Inhaling and exhaling 9. Inhaling, exhale 8. Ah. Inhale, exhale 7. Inhale, exhale 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, guys. 1. Let the breath go. Bring those heels maybe towards the body. Bring the feet towards the floor. Let go of the feet. Letting those hands rest on the floor. The legs come long. Oh, maybe noticing those areas of the body that we just compressed in our happy baby. Noticing that flow of chi as we intentionally created little dams in the body to then let them just flow past those levees. Chi moving in the body. Oh, feel the breath, the chest, the belly. Maybe direct that belly or that breath back to the belly again. Oh. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lie here longer if you'd like. There's no rush to come into the next shape. If you'd like to roll over onto your belly, come onto the belly and bring those elbows, forearms, palms to the ground for more of an upright sphinx. If you want, you can find a block that's hopefully nearby and come into that supported bridge sphinx where you're on your back and the block is underneath the sternum. And you can walk those feet out from the block. I know some of you like to do this one. If you want, you can come into that shape. Otherwise, very similar effect on the front of the body. Grounding down to the knees, the tops of the feet, the pubic bone, and those elbows as far in front of the body as you want to compress that low back. Nice job, guys. If you're on the front of the body, we think about tucking the chin down, releasing any activity in the glutes. Let the glutes relax. There we go. Yep. Yeah. Soften the gaze. And then let those shoulders kind of drop down. We're not focused on lifting the heart. Guys, you can really kind of let the low belly come to the ground. And if you're on that block, yep, let those legs come long. You can bring those arms, you got it, over the head. Wherever you're at, soften the gaze. Maybe noticing the feet, the hands, wherever they are in space. Breathing in through the soles of the feet, the mantra so. And exhale, hum. Inhaling through the soles of the feet, the mantra so. And exhaling down, back the body, hum. The mantra so, hum. I am that I am. Inhaling so. Um, See if you can feel that breath moving through the body. Visualizing the breath through the soles of the feet to the crown of the head, and exhaling down the body out the soles of the feet. If you're on a block on the sternum, see about relaxing as best you can the fronts of the legs. Letting those feet relax out or in, or neutral. You're on the belly, you can slowly lower down onto the belly, letting the arms come beside the body. You're on your back, bringing those feet to the ground first. And then press the hips up, removing the block, and then come neutral onto the floor. And let yourself rest. Finding your rebound, allowing your rebound to find you. You're feeling that stillness in the body. Other side. Another breath in. Exhale. One more breath. Let the breath go. Now we'll inhale and lift up to a tabletop position, pressing up, bringing those knees underneath the hips, hands under the shoulders. Exhale. Ooh. And then guys, let's bring that right foot between the hands. And then we're gonna bring, all right, bring that left foot off the mat towards the right. So the right foot faces the narrow edge of the mat. The left foot is off the long edge. And now walk your hands over to the left, kind of off the mat onto the left side of the mat onto the floor. And then you can walk those hands towards that left knee. Let's rise up. Yep. And maybe bring the arms out and up overhead. And then come right back down to the floor with those hands, or walk them in front of the body. So the hands are in front of that left knee, as far in front as you want. And then we bend that right knee a little bit forward over the right toes, and then pause here and let the breath go. You can bring forearms to the ground if you want. You'll be feeling a little bit of an expansion in the belly of that right leg. Maybe in the back, maybe in the low back between the hips. Nice job, guys. Breathe in and out and settle in. Finding that sweet spot. And now see about softening the face. Again, gravity, allowing the cheeks, the gums, the lips, jaw to just flow towards the earth. Breathe. Oh. Good breath, you guys. Maybe giving some circulation here to the backs, the legs that sometimes have to work a little overtime when we're seated so much. For those that aren't seated so much, giving a little bit of a stretch to the work that they do as we're standing. The breath go. Again, maybe noticing the foot on the floor. Maybe the toes. Maybe notice each toe of that right foot on the floor. And sigh. Exhale, connecting here, the foot, the knee, and the top of your other foot. Give yourself another breath in. Good, guys. At your next exhale, bring those hands to the floor if they're not there already, lifting kind of the chest and the table. And then let's bring those hands towards the left knee. And we rise up nice and tall with the shoulders over the hips. Yeah, extend the arms if you want. And then, guys, let's bring ourselves over kind of towards the left. Sweep the legs to the floor and let's find a rebound. Oh. Oh. Maybe now noticing one back of the leg more than another. For 5. And 4. 3. 2. We'll exhale for 1. As you're ready, let's roll over to one side. Pressing up to that table. Whew. As you're ready, with those hands on the floor, we'll step that left foot through between the hands. On an inhale, sweep that right foot off the left side of the mat to the long edge. Walk those hands over to the right. So they're in front of that right knee. Let's rise up, planting the left foot, bringing the shoulders under the elbows and the wrists. Relax the shoulders down the back, and as you're ready, fold forward, hinging at the waist. Walk those hands out in front of the right knee, and then sink the heart down, lowering down onto the forearms. Maybe the floor. Just the hands maybe. And then let the breath go. Let that left knee come past the ankle, maybe over the toes or to the middle of the foot or past the toes, kind of wherever it feels okay. And then let yourself be here. And really listen to your body. Just kind of finding that edge, that little limit. This is nowhere to be a hero. Let yourself just be. Good, guys. And be feeling the breath. Feeling the breath between the pelvis. Be feeling the breath between the toes. That left foot, feeling the left foot on the earth. Good, guys. Really good. Exhaling your namaste to your loved one. That they too may benefit from the energy of this practice tonight. Perhaps inhaling the mantra so, exhaling hum. Oh. Be walking those hands more towards the middle of the long edge of the mat, so you can walk them towards that right knee. Guys, slowly bring the body up as you bring that left foot into the ground. Just secure your way up. Yeah. Find your way to your rebound, however makes sense to you. Maybe you want to come on the front of the body this time. You can come onto the back of the body. Exhaling onto your space. Good, guys. Oh. Maybe noticing that spot between where the back of the hamstring, the back of the upper leg, and the bottom of the glute connect. You might have felt that in these shapes as you come into your rebound. Allow yourself to melt here onto the mat. Exhale. And breathe. Let's breathe in for 3, 2, and 1. And then finding the bolster that's on Beth's side of the room, Beth's house side of the room, I should say. And Connie, to your left, find that bolster, guys, and just slide it onto the mat. Slide it underneath your quads. And when you slide that underneath the quads, bring the heels towards the glutes. And maybe try to slide it more underneath towards the knees of your quads. And with that part of the leg on the bolster, bring the heels towards the glutes. And you can see. So that knee part of the quad is more on the bolster. So the knees are kind of elevated. And those heels, yeah.
Keep scooting there.
Yeah, and then the heels, there you go, towards the glutes. Try to relax the back of the legs and relax the glutes and just let the heels fall towards the bum. Maybe you want to bring your hands to the ankles, resting the head on the floor. Or just keep the hands on the earth. Good, guys. Letting the fronts of the legs get a little awareness here. Maybe feel the belly on the floor, breathing into the belly. Activating a bit of the water element as we breathe into the belly on the floor. And see if just gravity, if you have your hands on your feet, it's going to be a little effort with the arms, but if you don't, just see if you can let gravity draw those heels towards the glute. You don't have to pull them towards it, just let them kind of rest in the air. And that bolster and the weight of the feet towards the glutes are what are going to open up the front of the leg, allowing the fascia to glide past itself. Good job, guys. Maybe imagining that as we breathe into the second chakra just below the navel, your creativity is getting a little bit of a bolster, just like the knees are right now. Support the water element to move emotions, to give that creative energy a little bit of a boost. Exhale. Breathing in and out. And as you're ready, kind of roll over to one side of the bolster maybe. to bring those knees to one side and then kind of move the bolster, shimmy it out of the way. Yep, and then let yourself just come onto your rebound. Maybe the thoughts, maybe the belly, move the bolster out of the way. And exhale. Good, guys. Allowing that chi to move and to flow. For 3, 2, and 1. Exhale to bring each foot to the floor, and then just let that low back come to the ground. Hug knees to the chest. Yep. And then bring knees towards, over the hips, I should say, not really towards anything, but the knees over the hips. And then just let those knees maybe drop over to the right side of the mat. Both knees, they can stack. If you want, you can let that right leg come long, let the left knee just drop over, but somehow just give a little twist towards the right. And that left shoulder blade can reach towards the floor. If you want that left arm out to the side, you can bring that left arm overhead. You can bring the left arm towards the side of that left hip. Good, guys. We'll exhale and drop in. Our twist here. Support the digestion, the emotions and our sacral chakra breath and our last shape might have brought up. Digesting our day. Maybe digesting the rhythm of the music that's been in the background. Softening the eyes so they're effortless. See if you can bring that breath to the belly. And feel the belly moving in this twisted shape. Visualizing that person that you love and say to them, namaste, namaste, namaste. Let's exhale. And then slowly roll to the back for your rebound, letting the legs both come long. Maybe the arms coming to the side bodies. Oh. Allowing yourself another breath in and exhale. As you're ready, draw those knees over the hips. You can either let that left leg be nice and long on the floor and bring just the right knee across the body to the left side, or bring both knees over to the left. And that right arm anywhere in your space. Imagine yourself just in a little cocoon. The breath coming and going. Perhaps inhaling the mantra so, exhaling hum. Maybe following the beating of the heart. Noticing where the heartbeat goes. Imagine all of our hearts beating as one. And as you're ready, rolling onto the back with control, with awareness. Dropping to your final rebound, your Shavasana. Allowing yourself here to get comfortable. Drop into the space, feeling the room that you're in. Noticing any outside sounds. Feeling yourself on the floor. And letting go. I see what is holy in you. I see what is noble in you. I see what is beautiful in you. I love and respect you without conditions. The light in you shines brightly. Hold that space with your loved one. A few more breaths. Just continue to carry that energy with you. This evening, this week, and beyond. You can stay seated or lying down if you'd like. If you want to close in the seated position, you can begin to make your way there whenever you're ready. As you come to seated, just let those sits bones ground. We take that nose of yours and just create circles with the nose. Big circles. And then circles inside of circles becoming smaller and smaller and smaller. Until they're so small, your nose stops moving. Exhale. Drop into that center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to close. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste, namaste, namaste.